The fundamental principle is important in order to gain the trust and credibility. Auditors cannot advertise their services in a way that is misleading the clients or the customers. Then they also handle internal financial matters, compliance and reporting of that particular business organization. Hello everyone, I am Nikhilavati S, Faculty of Commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. I welcome you all for the sessions on principles and practice of auditing. So, we are in the 5th chapter, that is Audit Report and Professional Ethics. In today's session, we will be discussing about the importance of fundamental principles of professional ethics as well as what are the ICAI's guidelines on the professional ethics of an auditor. We will also see the professional accountants in public practice as well as in business. So, let us start with the importance of fundamental principles. So, in the previous session, we had discussed about what are the fundamental ethical principles to be followed by the auditors. So, why we need to follow? What is the purpose of having or following the fundamental ethical principles for the auditors? So, let us look at. So, the fundamental principle is important in order to gain the trust and credibility. So, here it is important for the auditors to maintain the trust between the auditing firm or the clients and other customers. So, it is the gain of trust which brings them more confidence and more success in their professional work. Adhering to the professional ethical principles helps the auditor to gain trust and more reliability on their work by the clients, and it maintains their relationships and it enhances their work of auditing and also the financial reporting. Then the fundamental principle also helps for gaining the quality of service. So, here if the auditor is so professional and ethical in his conduct and in his conduct of auditing or in his work, then it helps for improvising the quality of service that is provided by the auditors. Auditors will be able to provide high quality services, which is very crucial for the reliability of the financial information. Then it also helps for risk mitigation. So, here they can reduce any kind of risk that may arise if they are true to their conduct, if they are honest and if they follow objectivity. So, they can avoid the audit risk. It helps to reduce any kind of unethical practices or like say for example some kind of errors with the client's business or frauds that are happening in the client's business or any kind of unethical behavior from the part of the auditor. So, it helps to reduce this overall risk. Either it may be audit risk or the risk in the misconduct of the auditors or the client. It also enhances the reputation of the profession. So, if their auditors are true professional and following ethics, then it increases the reputation of the auditing profession. The people, customers or the clients will value more on the auditors. Hence, the professional ethics is very important for the auditors to conduct the work of auditing very smoothly as well as to stick to the honesty, maintain integrity and also professionalism. By adhering to these principles, the auditors can make sure that they are providing reliable services to the people and they are gaining the trust of the stakeholders and also the clients or the customers. Let us look into the professional code of conduct for auditors provided by ICAI. That means these are the ICAI guidelines that are provided for the auditors to be followed by the auditors. So, ICAI means the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So, they say that there is some of the guidelines that need to be followed by the auditors. So, there is one guideline called this prohibition on advertising. That means here the auditors are not supposed to give any kind of promotional activities or do any kind of advertising, saying that they'll be or they are going to conduct the audit in favor of the company. Auditors cannot advertise their services in a way that is misleading the clients or the customers. So this avoids any kind of misleading promotions that are made by the auditors. Say for example, the auditor cannot advertise saying that he has 100% success in tax audits, because this could mislead the customers or the clients. Then there is restrictions on fee arrangements. So here the auditor cannot enter into some contingent fee arrangement and say for example where the fee is based on the output of the audit. So it's not like that. Either he cannot claim more or he cannot ask for less amount or for giving the report in favor of the client. For example, if an auditor agrees for lower payment for providing the report in favor of the client, this will be an ethical violation. And next we have is prohibition on conflicting engagement. That means here the auditor should not get into any kind of engagement with the client where there is conflicting of interest. So it should not be based on or in favor of the client. Say for example, the auditor here cannot agree for preparing their financial statements of a particular company and auditing the same. Then we have duty to report fraud. So it is the duty of the auditor to, if he identifies any kind of frauds in the financial information or in the financial position of the business, then it is his duty to inform to the concerned authorities. So it is one of the ethical guidelines that is given by the ICAI to the auditors. Say for example, if an auditor at the time of auditing, if he identifies that the company is inflating its revenue figures, then it is his duty to inform its shareholders. Some of the examples where the auditors have violated the ethical principles may include, say for example, 2001 case, that is Enron scandal. Then in 2009 there was Satyam Computers, where it was the fault of the auditors. They failed to detect and they supported the company to give the inflated profits or figures. So the auditors, if they violate these ethical principles or issues or guidelines given by ICAI, here the ICAI has the right to take any kind of action on that particular auditors. So it may lead to the legal consequences, as well as it will damage the reputation of the auditors or the auditing firm. Adhering to the ethical principles is fundamental to the role of auditors. It will help them maintain honesty, objectivity, and also smooth flow in their work. Moving on to the next topic, that is professional accountants in public practice and business. So who are the professional accountants in public practice? Who are the professional auditors or accountants in business? So here, as we can see, the professional accountants in public practice. So these are the accountants who provide services to clients, including auditing, tax preparation, consulting, and advisory services. So these are the accountants who are practicing separately or individually, where these accountants provide services to many clients. It may be conducting auditing or tax preparation. They may also work as consultants, and also they can provide some advisory services also. And they often work in firms that serve as a variety of clients, including individuals, businesses, and government entities. So then next we have is professional accountants in business. So who are professional accountants in business? They are the accountants work within an organization. So here the accountants in business work within an organization. They work for particular organization, whereas the professional accountants in public practice, they work for many clients, but here the professional accountants in business only work for that particular organization in which they are working for. Then they also handle internal financial matters, compliance and reporting of that particular business organization. They may be involved in financial planning, budgeting and financial analysis, ensuring that the organization adheres to the accounting standards and regulations. So here these professional accountants are responsible for ensuring that the company follows the rules and regulations as per the accounting standards, and also they involve in the company's preparation of accounts, budgeting and also the financial analysis. Now let us see what kind of work that are provided by the professional accountants in public practice. So here professional accountants in public practice, they primarily provide services to external clients. That means it may include any businesses or government entities and individuals. And also these services may be including, they may conduct auditing and assurance services, and they can also provide tax services. They can provide the advisory services, then also they can conduct forensic accounting if necessary. Then moving on to the services provided by the professional accountants in business. These accountants in business, they are also referred to as the management accountants. They work directly within the companies, playing integral roles in managing as well as analyzing the internal finances. These accountants are responsible for preparing the financial statements and also analyzing the internal finances within the organization. And some of their responsibilities also include the financial reporting and analysis, and they also involve in creating budgets and also forecasting their future values, and they also have or provide the work to the company regarding cost control and management accounting. So they guide regarding how they can control the cost. The overall operational cost can be reduced, and also they help for the management by providing the management accounting to take decisions. Then they are also involved in risk management and compliance. So their service help the management to reduce the risk in terms of finances or in the financial reporting, and they also ensure the compliance, whether the company is in accordance with the rules and regulations, and also whether it is preparing its financial reporting as per the accounting standards or not. So this was all regarding the professional ethics, its importance, as well as here the professional accountants in public practices and professional accountants in business. So hope you all have understood. Thank you.